I started this channel because I was tired of seeing all these perfect homes with all these perfect people and with already clean homes and all the stuff. And I just wanted to see somebody with a real home who was more similar to me, who struggled like I do. And in today's video, I just want to express that's why I started this channel. Not because I just love cleaning, but because I do like to watch cleaning channels. But in all the videos, everyone's home is perfect. And I just want to be able to give you somebody that is not perfect with no perfect home. If you're like me, come join me today and let's get my home clean together.
Hi everyone. I'm sorry I've been absent, but I definitely need to get some stuff done, this house cleaned, and come out of my depression. So, yeah. All right, let's get going.
So I thought I would give you a quick overlay of it at first, but I typically, well, random socks is everywhere, but I typically pick up the space first, whatever space. I usually do it in sections, like I'm starting with the kitchen counter bar, and I clean it off first of any things and make sure I put all the items in their home. Then I will wipe off the surface and give it a good cleaning. And also these bar stools were needing a good cleaning, and there was some hair on the bottom, so I was wiping off the bottoms as well. And I feel like that I have been struggling with a lot of depression, so I know that I have been MIA, and I am so sorry. There have been some of my friends that have been reaching out, be like, where have you been? And I'm here. I'm sorry. Life got so busy. And then also we struggle financially, and I think my depression was getting me, and life got so busy. And then also, like, I don't know, it's just you can always tell when I just about give up on life, and then I kind of quit hanging out with people. I quit not wanting to see everybody. But anyway, yeah, the depression was getting to me, and it was getting hard to manage, and I was kind of just needed to take a break. And I'm sorry, I know it's been a little bit, but I love you guys. And I kept thinking my depression would get better and I would feel like coming back and doing everything again and filming, and it just was not happening. So on all of my stainless steel, I wanted to give it a good cleaning. So at first, I wanted to talk about in this video the things that I do maybe differently than other people, like other people that I follow. And I love all of the channels that I follow, don't get me wrong. It's just sometimes their channels are just so, like, almost hard for me to relate to, because their houses are so big and are so clean. I like the ones that have a little bit less cleanliness, and they have like smaller children, so they're picking up after their children. Those are just a little bit funner for me to watch and a little bit more relatable. I really feel like, though, that there's just not enough regular houses, just not enough regular people who struggle like I do. And I just wanted to give some content um, that's a little bit different that I'm just not seeing, or maybe I just haven't found the right channel. But I hope that you like it, because that is my goal. My goal is to get a channel that is relatable, and with a person that is relatable, with content that's relatable, a house that's relatable, because I love to watch cleaning channels, but a lot of the times I just feel like there is nobody quite relatable. So, let me talk about one thing that I do maybe differently. I don't have a lot of different products for different things. I literally have my multi-purpose cleaners, and then I might have glass cleaners. I don't really keep any wood cleaners, maybe some Pledge. That's about it. I am trying to also become more minimal. I don't know that's a lot of times counteractive with maybe struggling financially, which we're okay. We don't, struggle too bad. But it's like I feel like that's a kind of a normal thing for America nowadays, and we're just not shown that on social media. And I really, really dislike social media because it just makes the average person feel like they're not average, like they should be better off than they are. And I just don't feel that that's the case for a lot of us. And here I am. I am struggling. I struggle financially. We struggle with depression. We struggle with a lot of things. I'm struggling with my weight now that I'm older. I'm 33, about to be 34. I'm struggling with my weight, probably because of depression and things like that. Definitely don't help. Um, so I like to have a clean home, but it is very, very, very hard with a bunch of kids. But one thing that I feel like that I do different, like I was getting just sidetracked, but I feel like I do a lot of things differently. Like I was saying with the cleaners, there's just a multiple things that I feel like you just don't need. You don't need multiple cleaners. You don't need high dollar cleaners. A lot of the cleaners that I just really tend to go back to that I just really, really love is Pine Sol, and that's a multi purpose cleaner. I was using Jaws cleaners for a little while in some of my other videos, and I like those. But at the same time, I really like having that scent that Pine Sol mixed with a bunch of water in my spray bottles really helps give you. But I also really enjoy Method Cleaner, and I just buy one of those, and that's my cleaner for everything that I wipe off and clean. I don't have multiple different cleaners. There's just a lot of things that I feel like we do differently. We don't eat out every day. We eat out only on Tristan's game days because he's in football now. He's 13 and taller than me. He's 6 foot. It's so weird. And I feel like I'm a pretty tall person. And my son is 13 and 6 foot, but we eat out only once a week on game days. And this night I was kind of cleaning up after chicken fried steaks and mashed potatoes and green beans and all those good things and some corn because my husband loves corn. And we also had biscuits. So I didn't clean up everything that night, and I wanted to go in and clean up all the leftover dishes that were left. But yeah, there's just a lot of things that I feel like we do differently. I don't have every uh, cleaning gadget under the sun, that's for sure. We live in a mobile home, and here in a minute, I will show you some of the downfalls of being in a mobile home. First of all, the floors are all creaky. I hate how the you can't hang anything because it's like the walls are just so thin, it won't hold a picture, which is okay for me because, like I said before, I am trying to become more minimal. And one of the things about being minimal is not having a lot of decorations and a lot of things like that. And another thing that I do is yes, I don't have a lot of decorations. And no, I don't decorate for every holiday. I honestly feel like it is just a waste of money. It's just ridiculous in a lot of ways because it clutters up your home and more things to have to clean around. I do decorate for Christmas, but this year it is going to be pretty simple, probably just a tree. And I just don't want to fall into this I can't think of the word, but just this way the world's making it feel like you have to decorate, you have to do all these things. And if you're more like me and that's just a waste of money that you really don't have, then don't do it. I don't want you to ever feel like because I've been there and I've felt that way, like, oh, well, it's fall now. I need to decorate for fall. Or, oh, it's Thanksgiving. I need to decorate. Or I can't think of all of them, but Valentine's Day. And they will sometimes have a tree just for all the different holidays. And they go and decorate all of these things. And anyway, I just don't want you to feel like that's the norm. And it's really, really not. And if you feel embarrassed that your home isn't perfect, or if you don't decorate for every holiday, I hope that you feel right at home here, because I definitely don't decorate for every holiday. And I tried it because I felt like I was getting pulled into that feeling like, oh, I need to decorate and I need to do all these things. And then something hit in my 30s was like, hey, I don't have to make everybody like me. I don't have to impress everybody. And see here, these cabinets, that's one of the bad things about living in a mobile home is cabinets. And just the overall the makeup of a mobile home is just not that good. And I was just showing you that is not something that wipes off. That is literally that. If you have any ideas how to fix that, I'm thinking about trying to buy similar color paint to paint it. But another thing is like, I just don't know what to do with this huge sectional. I hate it the way it's been. And so I keep kind of tearing it down because, our Wi-Fi is kind of back behind it, and that was kind of always bugging me. So I just put this table here for the Wi-Fi, and I tore it apart because it bugs me. And if it bugs me, like decorative pillows is another thing that I just don't do. I just don't feel the need for them. And honestly, it just adds more clutter. Like these blankets, decorative pillows get thrown all on the floor, and it causes me more stress and clutter, along with money expenses. Just not worth it. Don't fall into it. Don't let them make you think that you have to have all these things. And especially if it's more of a headache like it is for me, don't do it. I got rid of all of my decorative pillows because I don't like them. And here in a little bit, we'll be going to my bedroom. And you'll see there, I don't have any decorative pillows. All the pillows that are on my bed are being used except for one. I have one decorative pillow. So, yes, I start usually in the kitchen because that is typically where I like to start my cleaning to kind of get the day going. Because once the kitchen is clean, it does make you feel like you're making progress. So I usually clean the kitchen first. That is my favorite thing to do. And then I like to move into the dining room or the living room, because the living room is usually the messiest because that is where all the kids hang out, and especially Lana, who is 3 now. Um, and just taking a second and to absorb that she's 3 now is insane. So it's just crazy. She's gotten so big so fast. And there she is. She's very excited about possibly going to Chick-fil-A today because I believe it's game day today, or maybe it's the next day. I can't remember. But we usually eat out on game days. So she was very excited about that. I think that's what that was about. Don't get me to lie. I don't know. But so we are just kind of wiping down all the surfaces after cleaning.
Okay, so I have to take a break and go and get kids from school. And then Tristan has football practice today. So it's gonna be pretty late by the time we get back, and I also have to fix dinner. So we'll see what all else I can get done today, or it may end up being continued tomorrow. So we'll see.
Well, that answered my question from before what day it was. I forgot. So this was actually Monday, and we had football practice this day, and then the next day is football games for middle school. So, anywho, I came back and I had time to finish up with the vacuuming, and then I had food cooking while I was doing this. And then we move into the next day, which is where I will start with my bedroom. And I will be doing some cleaning and picking up in my bedroom because, oh my gosh, my depression, well, you can really see it in my bedroom. And I was keeping up with it, and it was just getting pretty bad, especially for me, who is very much so a neat freak. But as you can see, all the kids are home, and all of Lana's favorite toys are being dragged back out, even though it seems like I had just put them away. But that's okay. That's what the living room is for, because this is where they like to hang out and play. And I know the arrangement of the living room is weird, but that is basically for kids. So in here, I was starting with taking all these sheets off and getting them off. And there's a couple blankets that I am getting rid of, and a couple pillows. And I am starting with all of the dirty clothes, and then I move into um, picking up everything, and then I end up wiping off everything and then vacuuming. That's usually the order of my cleaning. So, yeah. Yeah, you here? You want to say hi?
Yeah.
You say hi?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this may be weird to you that we have one of Lana's. She has her own bedroom, but she doesn't sleep in there. So we thought we could transition her to this smaller bed still in our room, and we are still trying to do that. It is very, very hard. She very much so cannot sleep without me. So, anyway, there was a bunch of stuff under my bed that I was getting out of from underneath the bed, and I am trying to also categorize. Did I say that right? Categorize everything so that I can put it away. So first I'm getting all the trash. Then I am going to be putting everything in a category. Oh, I found a coffee shop there, so that I forgot that I had. So I am taking all the tablets and putting them in a pile. Then I'll be putting all the things that I know that needs to go, like in Lana's room, in a pile. All of my nail stuff in another pile, and my Bible's in a pile, and all this stuff. And then I'm just gonna go and put all the things where they belong up. So, and of course, I found random socks as always everywhere. So, yeah, we're getting all this done. And that is typically how I like to clean and get things done in sections. It makes it a little bit easier on the mind, and then categorizing it. And of course, how funny is Lana's little hand covering the blah blah blah. I can't think. The camera. My brain is not working today, and I have a little bit of a cold, so you could probably hear me sniffling, and I am so sorry. I'm trying to not sniffle. But another thing that I am trying to do now that I'm older is just not worrying so much about what other people think, whether it be about my home, about me, about everything. And I was always such a people pleaser for all of my life. And it was so, so exhausting. And once I realized how much I was doing that for other people, I realized that it wasn't for me, it was for other people. And as long as I'm okay with me and my family is okay with me and we're happy and we're healthy, then why do I care so much about what other people think? So, this is just one thing that I've always struggled with, but it's gotten a lot easier now that I've gotten a little bit older. And because I used to like stress so much about if somebody came over and the house was a mess, what would they think of me? I must be a terrible mother. I must be a terrible house cleaner. And all these things go through my head. I am my worst critic. always. And I don't know how normal this is. I feel like it's a lot more normal than most people realize, but I beat myself up over every single thing. The things that I did that day, the things that I didn't do that day, the things that I didn't get done, uh, my weight, the way I look. And, that used to be so prominent in me. And I have gotten so much better once I started to realize that I shouldn't be bullying myself like that. I wouldn't say these things to other people. I wouldn't expect so much from other people. And I wouldn't think other people are fat or ugly. And so, anyway, I'm just trying to be nicer to myself the way I care and am nicer to other people. That's the least that I can do for myself because I'm in this body for my entire life. And I have to be with myself every single day. And if I'm constantly bullying myself, then that just makes a miserable life, right? So I am putting some Dr. Peppers. I have me a little mini fridge in my bedroom that I like to keep me a couple of Dr. Peppers in. And we like to enjoy that, and it keeps it away from the kids from getting them when we're not looking as well. So they only get them when they ask, and we say yes. So that keeps it a good way from them getting too much sugar, which I am spoiled to me a Dr. Pepper, but I can't help it. I really like it. So another thing that I don't really do, like I said, with struggling with finances is I just don't have a lot of decorative things. And I don't have a lot of decorative blankets that we don't really use or cover up with, or pillows. So, and another thing is it's always clutter. And having to clean around the clutter makes it so hard to be able to get up and do the things that you need to do every day. First of all, especially when you struggle with depression, and all these pillows we use. So I do really love my little essential oil diffusers. Oh my gosh, I didn't know how much I would like these, and I really love them. I have one in my bedroom and one in the dining room. Well, dining room slash kitchen, and it just fills the house with so much wonderful smell, and I just love the lights. And yes, these are the knockoffs on Amazon. I'm not about to spend $70 for an essential oil diffuser. I usually don't spend high dollar on anything, and I'm usually just fine with a knockoff or Walmart clothes or Walmart shoes or things like that. And I just feel like that's okay. Like, clothes don't come with you into the grave, really, So to care about uh, everything so much and the things that you put on your body in your home, it's such a waste of money and your time and your energy and all these things that it really doesn't matter. Uh, so what matters is your family, and loving your family while they're here, because you never know when they're not. So, and yes, this is my guitar, and I am just picking up around here so that I can vacuum, and I just repositioned my amp and my guitar onto my side, and it probably won't stay there because I don't play all that often anymore. I used to play every day all my life, but once you start having kids, all the things that used to kind of make you change. So, uh, yeah, I'm not quite the same me as I was 10, 15 years ago. And I guess that'll continue for the rest of my life, always changing and growing and having different interests. But I'm definitely not the same person. Once I hit my 30s, I grabbed me some tattoos too. So that was a life change that definitely was not here 10, 15 years ago. I waited till I was in my 30s because I was so afraid that I would get them, and then I'm stuck with a tattoo for my entire life. And let me tell you, I have no regrets with my tattoos, especially now that I'm older. I love, love, love them. And I love my pink hair. So that's definitely different than what I would have done. I think a part of me aging and realizing to stop caring what people think so much has really helped me. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye.
And also, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am just a mom trying to keep up with the mess and the clutter and cleaning and organizing and all those fun things, and battling being poor all the time is not fun. So I just want to give you a poor person's cleaning and decluttering and organizing. So definitely not rich, definitely don't have a rich house. So I don't know if you're into that kind of thing, come join me today. I'll be glad to have you here. If you feel alone as a mom or even just a regular house, come join me. Let's get this done together. Let's get it cleaned up. And I'm hoping maybe you feel a little less alone. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.